In this video, I'm gonna show you how I created 5 streams of income that pay me each month. And I'm even gonna show you some of the specific tools and strategies that I use to help make them happen. And the last one was my favorite because it's 100% passive and it literally makes me money while I sleep. And if we haven't met, my name is Bob Lotich, so good to meet you. And on this channel, we talk about ways to put more money in your pocket, practical tips and strategies. And then we also talk about some of the timeless biblical principles on how to manage our money wisely. So if you are new here, glad you are here. Now let's get to it. All right, so first on the list for me is my blog. And this was a thing I started actually in 2007 while I was working a full-time job, and it became just a side income, and it eventually grew to the point where it was my full-time job. And to just give you a high-level overview of what I did to kind of grow that blog and get traffic to it and then therefore earn money from it, I just began doing keyword research, basically finding out what people were searching for in Google, and then I just answered their questions by writing blog posts to answer that specific question. And so Google actually makes this really easy to do some low-level keyword research. So you can actually just go into Google and start typing a particular word or phrase, and it's going to autofill a whole bunch of related phrases. Now, those phrases are things that people are typing into Google. And so it's a really easy way to tell what people are searching for on Google. And then once you know that, you can write content directly towards that and answer their specific questions. And if you do, that makes Google happy. And that really was the gist of how I got started, how I began growing traffic, and how I began earning some money from my blog. And next on my list was writing a Kindle book. And I actually did this as an experiment. I had a blog post that was really long, really thorough, and that was really popular. And so I figured maybe I'll try to turn this into a Kindle book. And I had no idea how difficult it would be to write a Kindle book, but it turns out it's actually very, very easy to upload a book on the Kindle platform. Pretty much all you need to do is put a book together in Word doc format. And there's a website that I've used many times called Fiverr, where you can get an ebook cover created for $5. And additionally, if you have any problems formatting your book in Word, somebody can do that for you for $5 as well. Now, as you might expect, if you're paying $5 for a book cover or for formatting, it might not be the highest quality in the world, but it will get the job done. But if you have more money to spend, you can go other places and spend a little bit more money and get an even higher quality product. And so for me, I've now created about 4 or 5 different Kindle books over the years, and the first one being about 8 years ago. And even that one to this day is still earning me money each month as people download it and buy it. And next on the list is selling online courses. And this one is a little bit more work, but it has gotten so much easier. I actually created my first online course probably 7 or 8 years ago, and it was a ton of work. Not just the content creation, but actually structuring the website and all the different tools that you need to work together to provide kind of a course structure. It was just really, really difficult, and it's become so much easier now. And the new platform that I'm using, I'll have a link down below if you want to check it out. It just makes it so simple. Like you just log in and upload your videos, or if it's a text-based course, you can just kind of copy and paste your text in there. They have like all the checkout stuff done for you. It's just really, really simple. And so you don't even need an actual website because it all can be hosted on their server. And so even if you just have an Instagram account that you could point people over to your course, like you can do that. And now is just a great time for this because online education is just becoming more and more popular, and people are realizing that there's a wealth of knowledge that people can learn from online educators like you and me, and that they don't have to learn from a traditional brick and mortar school like we all had to in the past. And so a question to ask yourself is, do you have any skills? Is there anything that you do? And it can be so incredibly specific. Maybe it's how to do dog training with Cocker Spaniels. You know, it could be that specific. And a lot of times that actually makes it easier for you to stand out by having a really specific and focused course. All right, next on the list is YouTube. So this right here, this is it. This is one of my streams of income that I love. And so for me, it was about 6 or 7 years ago, I uploaded a few worship songs that I recorded with my wife up to YouTube just to see what would happen. And some people started listening to them, and they started getting a little bit more views and a little more traction. And then we hooked up the Google Adsense account to it. And then we started getting paid for people to watch the videos. And so that kind of whet my appetite a little bit. And then early last year, I decided to really focus my energy on this channel and start talking about practical money management tips and start talking about some of these things I'm learning in the Bible about money and how fascinated I am about how these two intersect really, really well. And so we've been focusing our energy on creating content for this channel, and it's just continued to grow. And as a result, our income has continued to grow from it. And so it really can be a viable source of income if you can kind of create some videos targeted towards a group of people and help them out a little bit. All right, and next on the list is one of my favorites, and it's online real estate investing. And what I love about this, like I mentioned at the beginning, is that it's 100% passive. I don't have to do anything, and the checks just come to me. Now, it does obviously take some money to get started, to earn it, but just as Kevin O'Leary says from Shark Tank, he wants to see his money making money for him. And that's really, really fun when you can start to see that happening. Now, I actually did an entire separate video about this, which you can check out above, and it kind of covers all the details about it and how I actually earn more from this than I did my physical real estate investment. So check that out if you want any more info about that. All right, I'd love to hear from you. If you have any other streams of income, share them down in the comments, let me know. And for even more ideas, I'm gonna point you to this next video here where I'm gonna walk you through 12 different side hustles to consider, different ways you can make some extra cash on the side without spending a whole lot of time and that actually pay fairly well. All right, so check that out if you need any additional ideas. And that's all for now, so be blessed, be a blessing, and I'll see you soon.